ask me what's going on with this hair today. I was feeling frisky and I made a braid and I made another braid and then I put the braid in the other braid, and this is what we did today apparently. Also, this highlight and this lighting, damn. What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. We are almost at the end of the daily vlogs. Holy cow, I cannot believe I almost did it. I've got one more day. I will get sentimental and weird about that tomorrow. Today is for my top 9. So I'm sure many of you have seen on like Instagram, people are doing it on their Facebook too, Twitter, whatever. All of the social things, collages of people's best 9. I guess it is mostly an Instagram thing. Your best 9 of 2017. These are the pictures, the top 9 pictures that got the most likes. I honestly didn't really feel like mine represented my year very well. They were great, but they were mostly Disney bounds and nothing was really personal. And so I wanted to make my own best 9 of 2017. I keep wanting to say best 9 of 2019 because it sounds really good. We're not quite there yet. So without any further ado, here is my self-curated 2017 best 9. Number 1 is Columbus Pride. I am a huge advocate for the LGBTQA+ community, and Pride is one of my favorite weekends of the whole year. And this year was no different, so I met up with Anne. We watched the parade, which was maybe like the longest Pride parade ever. If you guys were at Columbus Pride, you know, like that kept going, which made me really proud of my city because so many businesses and groups got together and showed their support of the community, which made me so happy. Had a few beers. I watched a lot of drag queens. I danced. Drag queen complimented my makeup, which is the number 2 best compliment I've gotten all year. Number 1 is actually next. Columbus Pride is always one of my favorites. I love this picture of Anne and I at the parade, all like prided out. How many times is she gonna say pride in this video? But yeah, it was a great time and that is why it made my best 9. My next picture is meeting Elvira at Steel City Horicon this year. Brittany and I got a hotel room, spent the weekend in Pittsburgh. It was a blast. And we both met Elvira and she was so sweet. I'm usually very nervous around like famous people I look up to, but we had seen her panel before meeting her, and so she made me feel really comfortable. She's just a really inspirational, cool, friendly lady, and I had no trouble like meeting her and walking up and talking to her, which is not like me at all. So we chatted for a minute, took a picture, and she gave me the number 1 best compliment I think I may have ever gotten. She asked me if my hair was real. Elvira, with the wigs and everything, thought that I had a wig on, but that was my hair. Elvira was jealous of my natural hair. Seriously, never been so complimented in my life. Number 3 is, of course, the Ohio Renaissance Festival. Anne and I went every single weekend this year, and we had the time of our lives. We made so many new friends. It's been the best experience. I can't wait till season starts back up again. Be back filming as usual, and I might maybe be a little more involved this time. We'll see how things pan out. But we did play Renfest bingo. Kamikaze Fireflies put together this bingo board, and it was all these ridiculous things you see at Renfest. And our goal for the season was to black out the entire board, and we did it. So of course we had to get a picture with Rob and Casey. I hope they bring back the bingo board next year because we had a blast and we'd really love to see more people get involved in it, and it was free. You could just pick it up at their merch booth. So yeah, that was so much fun. Renfest in general, I mean, it's hard to pick one picture. I feel like the theme of Renfest bingo kind of played out through every weekend we were there, so I thought that was the most fitting. Next up is the Circleville Pumpkin Show, and I am obsessed with this picture. If we ever start a band, this is going to be the album cover. I'm obsessed with the pumpkin show. I've been obsessed with the pumpkin show for a long time. I brought 3 people who had never been before. I couldn't believe Anne, Brittany, and Derek had never been, and they all fell in love with it, and I can't wait until we go back again next year. We can make this a thing. We went on a Thursday morning, which was perfect because nobody was there. And if you guys are familiar with the pumpkin show, you know there's never a time that nobody's there. Basically just ate our way through the show, and the highlight was pumpkin pizza for me. So much so that I set up the tripod so we could all take that picture together with our pumpkin pizza. I just really had to commemorate that moment. Number 4 is this picture of me and Chad on our way to see the Harry Potter concert put on by the Columbus Symphony Orchestra. The CSO is doing this really cool series where they are performing the score to the Harry Potter movie. So they'll play the movie on the screen and play the music on the stage. Duh. I wasn't really sure how people were going to dress for this, so Chad and I just wore our house scarves. I'm a Ravenclaw, he's a Slytherin, but it was a great date day. It was one of my favorite dates that we went on. The performance was great. I'm not sure if we're gonna make it to the next one or not. It was really popular, and I know they sold out before, so they might have already sold out, I'm not sure, but they are doing Chamber of Secrets this year. I hope I can go, but if not, at least I'll have the memories. Next is the time I met Jeffrey Dean Morgan. You guys didn't seriously think I was gonna leave that out, did you? I mentioned before that I am an embarrassing mess in front of like famous people, especially people that I admire. This one in particular is somebody I've had a crush on for a very long time, so I was not cool at all, not even a little bit. I was like shaking. I was nervous the whole day. I met him at the Horrorhound convention in Cincinnati, and all day I was just like sick to my stomach. It was just nervous farts all day long until Jeffrey Dean Morgan, basically. But I got the photo op, and they rush you in and out of there so fast, so you don't really have a whole lot of time, probably less than a minute. But he gave me a hug, and he told me not to be nervous, and he told me I was pretty, and we took the picture. Evidently, I closed my eyes in the first picture, so I got another hug because we took a second picture. He was fantastic. I felt ridiculous spending that kind of money to meet somebody. It was $100, but I'm glad that I did it, and I have the picture up over here, and I just look at it every day like, good girl, you done good. Next up is an event I am so excited, so excited to go back to in 2018, and that is the Yule Ball put on by the Wagnalls Memorial Library. It's just this awesome historic library in, I think it's Lithopolis, put on this Harry Potter Hogwarts Yule Ball. And this place does look like Hogwarts. So Brittany and I got dressed up. She was Bellatrix and I was Narcissa Malfoy, who is weirdly one of my favorite characters in the Harry Potter series. Got all dressed up and we went to the Yule Ball, and it was pretty awesome. They had all kinds of Harry Potter themed food, cocktails, had a DJ and dancing. I won the raffle, which was cool. I got a big basket of Harry Potter stuff. It was a great time and such a great event. I think it's going on again in February, and I cannot wait to go back. Next up was the Everclear concert, where I finally got to meet Art Alexakis. I've been an Everclear fan like pretty much my whole life. Even had my room decorated because of one of his songs when I was a kid. So the show was the 20th anniversary of the So Much for the Afterglow album, which is my favorite. I've heard it from start to finish about 100 million times, I'm guessing, at this point. So it was a nice going to a concert where you already knew they were playing all of your favorite songs, and then they played Local God from the Romeo and Juliet soundtrack, and I freaked out because I thought surely they wouldn't play this, and they did. And so we did the meet and greet with the band afterwards, and I told Art, you know, this has been like how amazing the concert was and how I was such a fan. And I leaned in, I told him, I gotta tell you, when you guys started to play Local God, I about shat my pants. That is what I said to the man. And he told me, that's a lot of information. And then I crawled into a hole because I'm the most embarrassing person in the world. But it made for a very funny moment and very funny pictures. And then I kept talking about poop with him. Like, I met this guy I have been listening to and loving like my whole life, and all I'm talking about is poop. What is wrong with me? Here we have the last picture of my best 9 of 2017. This is me and Chad after Wizard World Columbus with our brand new lightsabers, just freaking obsessed with the fact that we have them. It's been a very Star Warsy year for a lot of reasons. I have Porgs behind me, so you know I loved The Last Jedi. We got Ray Park's autograph at the convention, and it's just been a very Star Wars centric year. And one of the major highlights of that was getting our own lightsabers. Sitting like right over here, and every once in a while we'll just like walk by, pick one up and turn it on and play with it for a minute and put it down. Like we're just like little nerd kids who can't not walk by the lightsaber and touch it like every single time. That's gonna do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments down below what some of your favorite moments of 2017 were. As a country, we've kind of had a shitty year, but personally, I'm talking personally, what are good things that have happened to you in 2017? That being said, I am off. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit subscribe if you'd like to keep hanging out, and I will see you tomorrow. This is the last time I'm saying I'll see you tomorrow. Oh my God. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye.